Coming up on today's show, we'll be talking about the biggest comic book movies coming out in 2022.
We'll have a look at The King's Man, which is out this week.
And Dan Layton speaks with Rhys Ifan and Tom Hollander of The King's Man. Hello and welcome to What's On at Cineworld Cinemas. I'm Luke Owen.
I'm Ollie Davis.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year!
I'll say for and what to life. Should all acquaintance be forgot for the sake of old lang syne. It's not going to get a copyright strike, is it?
I don't think Robert Burns is that aggressive on the copyright claiming, so hopefully we'll be okay.
Well, fingers crossed, yeah. Because we've got a big cinema year to talk about. We don't want this show to be taken down. Because there's a lot of films that we could talk about in 2022. There really are. Like, I wrote down a load of them. Sorry, John?
I was going to say, but we don't want to talk about them because we like comics.
Well, I wrote down a bunch of them. Because there's Mission Impossible 7, Top Gun, Maverick.
Oh my God, I forgot that was happening. Is it just... So it's either comic book movies or movies starring Tom Cruise next year.
Dude,
I'm okay with that.
Jurassic World Dominion is out next year.
Oh, God damn.
Taking you by surprise.
Yeah, that has taken me by surprise.
Yeah. Also, there's a new Minions movie, The Rise of Gru. So, there was a bunch of stuff. And of course, Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Yeah.
The
biggest
we
movie.
already know it's going to be the best film in 2022.
Oh, great. I cannot wait. It's a lovely jumper. I cannot wait.
I've got a lot of the stars of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 are on my jumper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's Sonic there.
Oh, there's Pikachu.
There's Tails.
Yeah.
There's Knuckles.
There's
voiced by Idris
Charizard.
Elba. So yeah, that's going to be the big. But we could have talked about.
So 2022 is going to be every week you going best film of the year. So just substitute Ghostbusters Afterlife for Sonic
the Hedgehog 2, yeah. Which honestly I would have done in 2020 as well with the first one. But anyway, we thought we would talk about comic book movies that are coming out in 2022 because I don't want to shock you here. There's 9 of them.
9?
Yeah.
But that's not one a month.
Which it nearly is. Right?
What am I going to do on the other months?
Well, and I was going to say 2 of them are really close together. They're like a week apart from each other, which we'll get to in just a second. Because we're actually kicking off the year, January 21st.
Early.
Morbius finally arrives.
So it's so weird, isn't it? Because this was meant to come out before Venom 2.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they reshot anything or switched something different with the P-creds.
You might be right on that one. Yeah, because there's been a lot of Venom Let There Be Carnage must have changed some things around. And Morbius felt like a really interesting movie in terms of Sony's verse, but also the MCU, because Michael Keaton's Vulture was in the first trailer.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, but how does this tie into everything? And it feels like the movie's already been out, but that's because we saw the trailer for it in January of 2020.
2014, I think it came out.
Exactly, yeah, 2005. So, yeah, that's why we're kicking things off. January, Morbius with Jared Leto. You've then got to wait until March for your next one.
Oh, that's too long.
Well, Sonic the Hedgehog 2's out in February, so you've got that covered.
Go.
But March 4th, The Batman.
Oh my God, it's that early?
Yeah.
That's my birthday month.
It is, isn't it?
It is. Thank you, Batman. Thank you, Bruce.
So you're going to wait until your birthday to go
No, I'm
and
not
see
going
it.
to do that. No, I am just besotted with the look of this film. I've read some people say, yeah, but it looks like the other Batman.
The Dark Knight trilogy,
Yeah. But I'm like, no, to me, this has the texture of a comic book. I think it's playing into... Nolan's Batverse was very realistic. This seems like from the pages of a modern dark comic book. Matt
Reeves.
Matt Reeves, I love him as director so much that I know his name off the tip of my tongue right away. I cannot wait for this movie. This is probably my most anticipated film of the year.
Ooh, well,
maybe that'll change.
Let's see if that changes, because May 6th, you've then got to wait till May.
God damn it.
And you don't even have Sonic the Hedgehog 2 in April to cover for that. But in May, on May 6th, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. We've just seen a lot of Doc Strange in Spider-Man No Way Home.
Stephen,
just coming. And I'm stoked to see this.
Yeah, all the different avenues it could potentially open up for the MCU. Full disclaimer, I still haven't seen Spider-Man by the date we're recording this. The date we're recording this is the day Spider-Man came out in cinemas. So I'm aware that any theories I have on the MCU, Luke's eyebrows start doing this weird dancing thing. So I'm not even going to go there because you might look at me in the wrong way.
Do you know what's interesting though? That film's out in April, early April. Still no trailer for it.
That's a good point. Were they holding off because of... I'm not... I'm not even gonna...
On July 8th, Thor, Love and Thunder.
Wow. I cannot wait for that. Wow. So Thor is with the Guardians.
Well, yeah, like that's another one. We haven't seen much of Love and Thunder. Thor 4, Love and Thunder. Well, all we know is that Natalie Portman is back. Is back as Jane Foster, and she is going to be new Thor. So, but that's pretty much all we've had from the movie. Again, no trailer for it. It's maybe that's just the world we live in now. That we just got to wait until 2 months before a film comes out, and all of a sudden the trailer for it drops.
That's the world I want. I don't want to see, like I said, I don't want Comic-Con 2 years beforehand trailers. Or what do I do with myself now?
Oh, I watched the films that have been teased to me 2 years previous.
Oh, no, it's too much anticipation.
No, I need it. I need that in my life because on July 8th is Thor: Love and Thunder. July 29th is Black Adam.
Really? Because I guess DC Fandom, they showed the footage, but still no trailer there. So I imagine a trailer's coming pretty soon.
Probably about 2 weeks before the film comes out. Yeah.
The Rock, finally making Black Adam
and
come back.
And going against Henry Cavill Superman.
Yeah.
It's what we've all been talking about.
Capes in the closet.
He's just waiting to pick it back up against what he's always saying. So that is on July 29th.
So this is half the year now.
You've then got to wait until October for your next one.
No.
I'm afraid so. It's the way that it works. You've got to wait until October 7th for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2.
They're skipping the whole summer blockbuster season.
That's passé now. That's for Mission Impossible and your Top Guns and your whatnot.
Okay, that's fair.
For your Tom Cruise films. They're just going to occupy that 1 month.
Yeah, he's still stuck in the 80s. No, this is where you release the movies.
Did you watch the trailer for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2?
No, because I got confused and thought it was for a video game. So I was like, no. Then it came out this week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
It's really cool. Yeah,
The first one is an incredible movie.
Yeah, just seeing, spoilers for it, just seeing Miles Morales and Gwen, back together on screen was a real, oh man, yes, I forgot how much I loved this movie so much the first time around. Yeah. Oh, so I cannot wait to be back into that world again. And then November 4th, got to go fast, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which comes out in February, for The Flash.
Oh my God, DC really are going at it next year. Batman, Black Adam, and The Flash?
Because they only released one film this year, so they were just let's just do all of them next year instead.
And it was right at the start of the year as well, with Wonder Woman 1984. Oh wow, and Flash. Flash and its own multiverse, potentially. Yeah. A lot of fan theories going into that.
Michael Keaton returning as Batman. And the trailer that they showed at Fandome, where
way too early.
Oh no, I could have done it with a year previous. The reveal of the Batmobile.
Oh, very cool.
So excited for that film. November 11th, Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever is out.
Hot damn!
Yeah.
It's been so long, I've forgotten the Phase 4 slate.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, you're right, I suppose. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what it is, because it will be our first one without Chadwick Boseman.
So tragic.
Potentially also without Letitia Wright as well. So it's going to be very interesting to see where they take the Black Panther, not just the character, but the world of Wakanda and what they're going to do with that. And again, kind of like with Lore, Love and Thunder, we don't really know what that looks like at all whatsoever. And it's out next year. And to round off the year, December 16th, Aquaman 2.
4 DC films in a year? Yeah. Stop it, DC. You're spoiling me.
It's because they know you're reading the comics again.
Yeah.
They're like, we need to excite Ollie.
You better get them all out next year. Aquaman 2. Aquaman sort of got lost in the Justice League, Zack Snyderverse stuff. Aquaman is a fun movie. Aquaman really is what Venom is to Marvel. Yeah. It's just old swashbuckling action, kind of one foot in the mid-noughties, but I don't care about that. Jason Momoa doing an awesome turn as... Why can't I remember Aquaman's actual name? Arthur. Arthur Water, his name is. What's his second name? Arthur Curry. You can just put that in and post. Arthur Curry.
Yeah. And you enjoyed Jason Momoa as that character?
Yes.
Yes. Are you looking forward to another one?
Yes.
But of those 9, what is the film you're most excited for?
Batman.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
All of those?
Yes.
And you're picking Batman?
It's not even a competition.
Are you
Yeah.
are you having a bubble?
No, they all sound like really fun movies, and I really want to see all of them. But The Batman is way up here for me.
Above Thor, Love and Thunder?
Way up here.
Above, oh, hold on now. Above Morbius?
Way up here.
I mean, Batman's above Morbius for me as well, in all fairness.
I'm a DC guy.
Yeah.
Batman's my man.
I mean, The Flash for me. I think it's The Flash that I'm the most
Really?
excited for. Yeah, I think so.
But why? Why are you so excited for The Flash?
Because Michael Keaton's
Also
Batman. Well, yeah, but it's a Batman I like. It's going to be there.
It's The Flash.
I think it's either The Flash or it's Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I think those are the films I'm excited for. Mainly because we know that we've got the return of Wanda Maximoff. And I really, really like that Scarlet Witch. So yeah, I'm super pumped for that. Out now in cinemas, The King's Man is on the big screen. You excited?
Very excited. Big fan of the Kingsman films so far. And as we've said on this show before, I just think it's such a smart direction to take it in. Going back to the origin of the King's Man, the initial guy who started it. And it's Ray Fiennes. Ray Fiennes wearing a suit, kicking ass, being a good guy.
Well, do you know who I'm excited for in that movie? Rhys Ifans and Tom Hollander. And Cinemania loser Dan Layton got to speak with them, and here's what he had to say.
I loved Matthew Vaughan's work as a director, on the Kingsmen films and all his other stuff. He's one of those British directors that you hope one day you'll be lucky enough to get a chance to work with him. So it was brilliant. And then to be able to play a figure like Rasputin in this kind of in the Kingsman world where everything's cranked up to 90 was just like a no-brainer, really.
How did you work out the amazing voice that you do?
Oh, the voice. I wanted to get wanted to bring it down a few octaves, and I'm ashamed to say to all my brilliant voice teachers in drama school that all of that went out the window. My process entailed me standing and sitting in my hotel room at night, particularly in Turin, and literally screaming into a pillow for about half an hour. So I would wake up with this, the voice of...
which made it lower.
So to my neighbours, it sounded
interesting experience.
Rasputin was in the room doing awful things to Rhys Ifans.
I wonder if he called him Tom Dollander.
No, you did that wrong,
that was
and
me,
you
yeah,
got
yeah.
so embarrassed you edited that out.
I did. I literally asked my editor not to do it. And then Cineworld were like, because all the comments kept bringing it up. And Cineworld were like, how do they know you cut it out? I was like, I told the story on a podcast. And then I shared the video online.
Tom Dolan.
Tom Dolan also stars in No Way Home, which is out now. I'm sure everyone's seen it by this point. And if you aren't going to go see that, you can go see West Side Story, Clifford the Big Red Dog, or Ollie Davis's #1 film of the year, The Matrix Resurrections. You can still pre-book your tickets as well for Scream 5, which I'm super duper excited for. Oh man, do you know the other film I didn't get to talk about? There's Nope, which is Jordan Peele's new movie.
Oh my God.
That's out next year.
Yes.
So as a horror fan, I've got Nope at one point in the year, which is super serious. It is Jordan Peele with his next genius idea that he's got. And then Scream 5, which is just it takes me back to my VHS renting days, and I cannot wait for it. And on January 5th, our super secret unlimited screening. You will not know what that film is until you are sat in your seat, snacks in hand, waiting for that BBFC card to come up that'll tell you what you're going to see. What do you think it'll be?
The Batman.
Cliff the Big Red Dog. But that's all we've got time for on this edition of What's On at Cineworld Cinemas. If you want to check out any of the movies that we've discussed, you can do so by clicking the link in the video description down below. If you like extra waffle, extra audio waffle, extra chat with these two idiots, you can download the audio version of this, which has got extra bonus content where we reply to YouTube comments. You can get that from wherever podcasts are available. Until then, I have been Luke Owen.
I've been Ollie Davis.
And that's What's On.
Happy New
Happy New
Year!
Year!
Happy New Year!